guys, welcome back to the channel. I am super excited today. I've got something really special for you. This is one of those shopping in Japan watches, and I think this might be the first review of this watch on YouTube. Anyway, today we've got the Seiko Prospex 3rd generation Sumo 200 meter automatic diver, and this is model number SBDC081. So as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, check out the wearability, check out that famous Lume, and then I'll let you know what I think of this brand new 3rd generation Sumo from Seiko. Now, as you know, I've partnered up with Shopping in Japan, and I am very excited. They loan me these watches. I don't make a dime from these watches, nor do I get to keep any of them. However, you can save yourself some money if you buy from Shopping in Japan by using my coupon code MAV20OFF. That's MAV20OFF, and that'll save yourself $20 off when you check out. Now, that's good for any watch you buy from Shopping in Japan, not just this 3rd gen Sumo. So save yourself some money, order a really cool watch. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna love this watch. So here you go, Seiko watch box, Seiko JDM watch box, I should say. Let's open this up. You can always tell because they're gray like this. Let's see what you get in the box here. There we go. There's your warranty stuff. Now, I want to tell you something about this warranty, and here is your manual, of course. I want to tell you something about this warranty. If you ever have a problem with a watch that you buy from Shopping in Japan, you can ship it back to them for a service repair. The thing is, if you buy a watch from Shopping in Japan, they ship it over here to the US, and you have a problem, you cannot send this watch to the US Service Center in New Jersey. They will not honor a Japanese or JDM watch. You can send it back to Shopping in Japan, and they will send it to their service center on the outside of Tokyo. They're really helpful. They'll have no problem doing that for you. And that way, you can have your warranty honored by sending it back to them. So make sure you remember that. You're not out of luck. I thought I was out of luck before when I had a couple watches, but they offered this service, and they do it for anybody that buys a watch of them. So make sure you keep that in mind. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. So open this thing up. Now, I'll tell you right from the start, I didn't know if I was going to like the green, but I do. It's kind of a subdued green. Now, when the light hits it just right, it does shine a little bit, but it's kind of like a dark British racing green. As you can see, when the light's not hitting it directly, it's a little bit darker. But then when the light hits it, you got that sunburst style. The bezel has kind of a metallic finish to it. It's a good looking watch, man. Now, there's a ton of stuff to go over with this thing. So let's go ahead and get the stats and the specs out of the way. And I'll go ahead and put those up on the left-hand side of the screen for you. And then let's talk about this 3rd gen Sumo. All right, you're looking at a 45 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 12.9 millimeters thick. It's 52.6 millimeters lug to lug. It's on an 18 millimeter stainless steel bracelet with a diver's extension. It now has a sapphire crystal. Woo woo! Anyway, it's water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. It has the new 6R35 movement in it. That's a little bit smaller than the 6R15, and I'll tell you more about that later. It has a whopping 70-hour power reserve now. That's awesome, man. You got a screw-down crown over here at 4 o'clock. Of course, the case back is also screw down. It is windable. It is hackable. You've got the date over there at 3 o'clock. You do not have a day function. Of course, it's got Lume Bright. It's got a 120-click unidirectional bezel, and it is made in Japan. So I've got my SBDC033 2nd gen for comparison, and there are quite a few changes. Some are subtle, some are a little bit more dramatic. So I'll go ahead and keep this over here, and when I need to bring it in, I will. I guess the main things with the watch are probably, the addition of the sapphire crystal is huge. And the indexes are a little bit different. Let me go ahead and bring back the 2nd gen here. Now, if you look side to side, here are the differences that I spotted. Okay, main thing, probably the bezel. I take that back. Probably the main thing is the bezel. The font's different. That little 12 o'clock pip is a little bit narrower on the 3rd gen than the 2nd gen. The actual 12 o'clock index is narrower. It also, the line that's in the middle, the 12 o'clock index on the 3rd gen, is taller than the 2nd gen. Again, all of the indexes are just a tiny bit smaller and a little bit narrower. Look at the 6 o'clock index. You can really see the difference there. But you know, so far as the basic layout and design of the dial, it's pretty much the same. The other two factors on the dial are the hour hand has a different design, and they're both thinner. The hour and the minute hand are thinner on the 3rd gen than on the 2nd gen. Now, so far as the case goes, I really couldn't see any difference in the case and the bracelet. I did notice that the crown is not signed. If you notice on this one, the 2nd gen, the crown is signed. On the 3rd gen, it is not. So really no major changes to the case of the watch. They're really just aesthetic changes to the dial. And of course, you know, you get the new sapphire crystal and you get the upgraded movement. Now, does that justify the price on this watch? This thing is $850, guys. They're not cheap. I would say it does, really just for the upgraded power reserve alone. I mean, you're getting 20 more hours. That's almost a full more day of power reserve. So, you know, gosh, I mean, this one has 50, this one has 70. So that alone to me and the sapphire really does kind of justify the price. What else? I do wish they had upgraded the bracelet instead of having the stamped metal like they do on the 2nd gen. I wish they had upgraded the bracelet. I really do, man. I wish they had done like a milled scissor clasp. That would have been really nice if they had done that, but they didn't. Not a big deal. Like I said, the bracelet and the strap are, I really do think they're actually identical. There's no difference between the two. You've also got the drilled lugs on the case, just like on the 2nd gen. So I'll just let y'all take a look at these for a second. And, you know, if you see any differences, please let me know. I really couldn't see anything else other than the items I just pointed out to you. Still a fantastic looking watch. You are getting, like I said, an upgraded crystal. You're getting sapphire now. You're getting upgraded movement. Kind of minor design changes. Probably the biggest design change that's going to catch your eye immediately is a different font and spacing on the bezel. That's really about it. You still got the inner chapter ring, it's the same. You've also got that little inner chapter ring on the bezel itself with all those little dots on it. So, I mean, that's, again, you know, they're just minor changes. Really, I mean, you know, the biggest change, you know, like I said, aesthetically is probably that bezel. And of course, internally is the upgraded movement. So let me go and try this thing on. And then I'll give you a lume shot. There we go, just like I thought it would. Man, that green is really growing on me, guys. Pretty cool. Now, I also want to show you another tag that you get. It looks like they're including, and I don't know if this is a recent addition or not. If y'all have seen these before, please let me know. You also get a ISO certified tag. Now, ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization, and you get it written in Japanese, and you get it written in English. So basically, this upholds the standards of the ISO for a dive watch in this category. So there you go. And of course, you've got the regular Prospex tag. And I think they list the watch at 85,000 yen, I believe. There you go. Cool. So I really want to know your thoughts. What do you think of the price increase? Do you think it's justified for the extra stuff you're getting? Oh, I did want to tell you one other thing. The bezel lines up perfectly. I was so happy when I saw this. Because, man, I really do like Seiko. And when they have problems like this, it's just cringy. I'm like, oh, man, I wish they'd fix that. But there you go. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get you a lume shot. I mean, you know what's going to happen. I really shouldn't even have to do this. All right. There you go, guys. I love how it also illuminates that inner chapter ring too a little bit. There you go. Just what you would come to expect from a Seiko Prospex watch. There you go. So let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Again, I'd love to know your comments on this watch. I really like it. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to like the green that much, but I really do like it, man. It's a handsome looking watch. It's really cool. I think they did right by the 3rd gen. It's a good looking watch, very well built, upgraded movement, sapphire crystal finally. I mean, I don't know why Seiko's so stingy with their sapphire crystals, but for some reason they are. But I think they're going to start putting them in more expensive watches. So kind of keep, a lookout for that. And what else did I want to tell you about this? So make sure you head on over to Shopping in Japan, and you can pick one up for $852. Again, use the coupon code MAV20 off. That's MAV20OFF. Again, for $20 off any watch, not just this one. And also make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you click that notification bell. All of us YouTubers really, really appreciate it when you do that. And guys, that's been it for this one, man. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.